Hey, there we are. Took a minute to figure it out. Buttons are hard. Hey, what's going on? Charlie here. Thanks for tuning in to Christmas on Crestline. Gonna do a quick live, gonna do a quick update on what's going on. I've been doing a ton today. Gonna tell you about my day so far. We got the champions in the house. Giatano, some known as Tom Amato. But our champion, our reigning champion, who won our Christmas in July, Christmas on Crestline Extravaganza. Nope, Christmas on Crestline Fan Appreciation Award this year, our inaugural award. So recovering from hernia surgery, don't lift the trophy. It's too heavy. It's like a piece of titanium. It's too heavy. I don't want you getting injured. Good to see you. Harold's in the house. Hey, Harold. See, Train Guy, how's it going? Going good. And then DF was here earlier, Dram fan. He's a crossover from our our whiskey review show. It's good to have you here. So I've been doing a lot today. You might be able to see behind me these bad boy speakers right here. Been reviewing them all morning. They are from a company called On For You. They reached out and said, "Hey, Charlie, we have a bunch of LED stuff. Are you interested in collaborating?" Like, yeah, I'm not familiar with you. Let me dive into you, see what you're about. And they're a pretty cool company. He said, pick anything you want, you review. And so I'm doing a series right now. And in the series I'm doing is about spring lighting. First episode came out last week, security lighting. That was from Novastella. Mostly I just like telling Alexa what to do. And Novastella's products allow you to tell Alexa what to do and say, "Hey, Alexa, turn on my driveway lights." And they come on. I've upgraded my security lights. If you haven't watched that, you can go and watch that. It's a quick 9-minute video. I've been trying to keep my reviews down on the lower side. Bill's in the house. Bill Parrish saying, "What's up, Charlie?" Bill, longtime fan of the show. See what we got here. Hey there, Charlie. Alan. And of course, we got, where'd he go? Stacy freaking Parsons. I added her last name. I don't think that's her legal last name, but Stacy Parsons here. Good to have you guys here. So, been doing these speakers all day. We have a hot tub that I married into that my wife brought into the marriage that has Bose surround sound. It's all nice and fancy. And about the time On For You said, "Hey, do you want to review any of our stuff?" The Bose surround sound went out. So these bad boys come in dang handy. I'm not going to tell you about all their neat features, but they got some neat features that we're going to go through. So that'll be the next video coming out. And then springtime is all about getting outside. It's about spending time with family, barbecuing, complaining that do we need a new RV? I don't know, but we need a new camper. We need a new tent. We need stuff for the outside. So I had a new company I've never worked with before send me some LED string lights. Send me 2 different kinds. This is one version here. The other one has a plain box, so I didn't want to. That had no real intrinsic value. But yeah, I'll be decorating our pergola outside with these bad boys and comparing them to the other kind. So these are the filament kind. The other kind is a fairy light in a G60. I believe it's a G60 globe. So pretty neat, pretty dang neat. Kiwi's in the house. Carl is in the house. Carl is from way over across the pond. Carl's starting his own YouTube channel called Kiwi Christmas. I urge you to check him out. He is Carl likes to invent things that could only exist in my mind. He has a teddy bear Ferris wheel coming out with some new stuff that I'm not even going to divulge because I don't know what is top secret and what is not. But Carl's got sent us some pictures that we're going to put in a future episode. So if you're curious what Carl's going on, you can check out Kiwi Christmas, or you can check little snippets and some videos that we got coming out. Carl Savage. Oh, you switch it out. You're watching double. Okay. Carl Savage and Kiwi Christmas. Stacy is a god. It takes her 10 days, folks, to put up. Stacy takes 10 days to put up her magnificent show. Oh, Olaf is up. Okay, so that's one thing I was not going to talk about is Carl invented an Olaf from what is the name of the movie even? Um, I don't know the name of the movie, but Olaf, the talking snowman from one of Disney's princess movies, made that to where it's an RC car. It'll talk to the kids as it goes around and follows them around. Kind of neat. So yeah, check out that build on his YouTube channel. So we've got the G60 bulbs that have fairy lights in them. Gonna do that. Gonna do some neat things for outdoor lighting. It's just gonna be a quick 3 to 5 episode arc. I am gonna do new things on the channel this year. Come Christmas in July for our extravaganza, we'll be making changes to the show. Be making changes to our Patreon page. Actually have a lot of Patreon folks in here right now. They're all grandfathered in to the not prize level, but you get free stuff by the longer you're a Patreon member. Some of that's going to change. They'll all be grandfathered in, but we're making changes galore. Another thing I did today is we have a Christmas in July Extravaganza episode series that's coming out. It's 15 episodes in 30 days. We interview industry insiders, and so this morning I was interviewing Clippa. Clippa, if you don't know, was kind enough to come on the show, and that will be out in July. And they are a Christmas light installer. You go to them, and I don't know if I still have their website saved for. Yep, I do. So if you're curious what Clippa is, you can go to clippawebsite.com and check them out. And they are like if you get your Christmas light installers, you get somebody knocking your door. Hey, can I hang some Christmas lights up? They certify all their installers to where you're going to only use commercial grade. Retail grades designed to last 1 to 3 years. They're designed for them to break and for you to replace them. That's how they make the money. Commercial grade lasts at least a decade. So it's that they get them OSHA certified. They get them to where you don't know how to price a job, but I'm curious about installing lights. Do I want to do that as a career? They'll tell you how to price jobs. They even have their own app that you put in dimensions, you put what they want, and boom, it tells you what to charge the customer. And I'm always curious about all things Christmas light industry related. And she said, Courtney, who I was speaking with today, Chelsea, I'm sorry. Courtney was a different interview. Chelsea was who I was speaking with. That was embarrassing. Chelsea said, I said, what's your favorite part of being for Clippa? She's been there 5 years. And she says, well, I like it when folks come. I think it's neat when folks come in hesitant, like, do I really want to pivot to Christmas lights? And then I call them back after the season to say, hey, how'd you like hanging up Christmas lights? And one guy said, well, I made $1 million in the last 9 weeks. So that was pretty cool. I'm like, who would hate? Make too much money. That sucks. Well, we got Darren in the house. Good afternoon. Do we need to take a break at the surround sound to see if it's repairable? Oh, look at the surround sound. So Darren, for those of you who don't know, is in addition to being a Patreon member, he's also the one who powers our show each and every year. No, I think we're good. I think these bad boys are going to take their place. They're lantern style. So they color's just not coming through. This is actually pretty badass color compared to what you're seeing on the show. Anyway, these things are heavy duty. I bet this is 9 pounds, and this is one thing. Sturdy is what I'm trying to say. One thing I get a request of, and I'm going to start putting together. That's spoiler alert. It's one of the changes you'll see in our videos coming in July. Is I get a lot of requests for bloopers. So I was recording this today. I was at the hot tub doing the intro for the video, and it just falls down because the wind or whatever. And I'm like, because I didn't have it hanging. I just had it laying on the banister of the rail, and it falls down. I'm like, well, I'm thinking if this is cracked, I'm screwed because I'm just now filming. But they even said, the company said, throw it on the ground. It's not going to break. You're good. It's sturdy. I'm like, I'm not going to do that, but thank you for the offer. So that was kind of neat. So one thing that's going to come out is a blooper reel. One new change we're going to do. I wish I could get my display up in 10 days. I needed about 100 people to make that happen. Yep, train guy. And that is one thing. I've said it before. I'll say it 12 times. That is one thing that is completely different It really makes me want to switch over to pixel lights, between pixel lights and LEDs. Pixel lights, like David from Learn Christmas Lighting, he comes on the show every summer, and it takes him a weekend. Yeah, and then Kenneth Spader Christmas, Jeff Kenneth Spader Christmas takes him, I think, 2 weekends. Stacy takes 10 days. You need 100 guys, and I start hanging lights on September 15th. Yay! Oh, Haas is in the house. That work light is blinding. Oh, you did get it. Good. So Haas, we had everything. One thing I do, I get asked to review a ton of stuff, probably 3 different items a week. But you don't see me reviewing a ton of stuff because I want to make sure the company's reputable. I want to make sure it's a quality product. And I don't want to trash anybody's product just because, hey, I want free stuff. I'm going to review it. It's trash. I'm going to tell everybody it's trash. I'm not going to trash somebody's hard work. So if it's not great and I film it and I review it, I just tell them, hey, thank you, but I found the product lacking and I don't want to trash your company on YouTube. So thank you, but no thank you. And I always offer to send the product back if they like. Because there's no reason for me to keep it if I don't like it, and I don't want to insult them. So any design, any product, it's somebody's baby, it's somebody's hard work. I don't want to do that. So one thing I do when someone reaches out and I agree to review their product, I'm like, hey, you don't have to pay me a dime. I don't want any money because I don't want that caveat there. But I would love for you to offer my reviewer, my fans, viewers of a show, a discount. And Nova Stella is always great about doing the discount. And this time they wanted to try something new on our Facebook page. And we have a giveaway on the Facebook page where if you put the code of COC, not in the discount code box, but instead in the note box. When you go to their checkout page, you put COC in the notes, and they give you a free work light. I'd go get it, but it's 18 feet away. I don't want to be away from the camera that long, but it is bright as all get out. 6,000 lumens, 60 watts. And I did not know. They sent it to me last Christmas. Hey, Charlie, we don't need you to review it or anything, but here's a work light. Like, okay, well, thank you. I didn't realize till I started getting into that giveaway that you can actually tap it and turn it down, and it's tunable. I just usually just plug it in. It comes on, and cool. So, yeah, it is blinding. Oh, Steve's in the house. Hey, Steve. Steve is also a pixel man for a show. So anyway, that's one thing I always ask. We have some new, like 20, the discount code, if I can talk, for these lantern LED lights. We have a 20% off discount code for that. So I do appreciate that folks offer to pay me, but in my mind, if they pay me, then I'm obligated to give them at least a decent review. And I don't want to do that. I want an honest review. With that said, if somebody came up and said, hey, Charlie, $1,000 to review. Okay, $1,000. I'll take that, but I'll be upfront about that. But yet, no one's offered me $1,000. But I do enjoy the discount codes for you folks to get discounts. So spring lighting series already started last week. That's coming out. I'll wrap up my filming my review of these lantern lights. Next week should be either these lights or the G60 globes. So some neat stuff. I might actually do 2 different reviews on those since they are 2 different bulbs. And it's one company. It's an umbrella company that each bulb comes from a separate company. So on face value, it wouldn't be really fair to compare them because it would look like I'm comparing 2 different companies when I'm really not. U.S. dollars. For what? U.S. dollars. I must have missed something, Alan. Let me go back up here in the chat. Oh, Frozen. Yes. Thank you, Bill. Everybody knew that but me. Frozen. Yep. And again, you can check out Carl's build on his channel, Kiwi Quick Christmas. US dollars, 60 US dollars. I don't know what you mean. I apologize, Carl or Alan. I can tell you all this. In August, September, one of our reindeer is taking a trip to Antarctica in our great reindeer hunt. Oh, and Olaf's big adventure starts soon. We're giving away props. Giving away my props. Carl gives away his props. Carl's also in New Zealand, so I don't think international shipping is going to go. Steven. Hey, everyone. Hey, Steven. Good to have you in the show. So those are some of the changes. I'm going to leave most of the changes, or some of the upcoming things. I'm going to leave most of the changes that's occurring in July secret. until they happen. Every July, I change something about the show, and I'll have to go back and look. I don't remember. I probably should remember, but I don't. I don't remember if this is our fourth or fifth year of the show. I think on paper, I guess I could just look real quick. I think on paper, this is actually our fifth year from when I started the channel. But I think I did start reviews and the legit show 4 years ago. That's what I think happened. Let me go here to my about page. When did I start? I have a lot of videos. It's going to take me a minute, but I am curious now. You could find out right along with me. We'll be curious together how long Charlie has been doing Christmas on Crestline. I think it's 4 years. I just think I started the page 5 years ago. Man, I have a lot of reviews on here. I have this many videos. Dang, I have a lot of videos. Let's see here. Okay, so 4 years ago. So we're going into our fifth year. So I put up a few videos. Okay, I put up a few videos just for my family 4 years ago, going into 5. But my first video that I consider a video is building a photo cutout. My very first video on that. Hit play on this because I want to read the description on it. Do I have a date that this came out on? I don't even know if I do. So anyway, this will be our 4th year. This is our 4th year for doing cool YouTube shows. Oh, there we go. You mentioned $1,000. Oh, yes. Yes, Alan. No one yet has offered me $1,000 US dollars to review anything. But if they did, actually, my dream, I have a buddy on our, my wife and I do a whiskey review show on a different channel. And we have friends who are also do the same. And one of my friends was able, a whiskey company came to him and said, hey, we like what you do on YouTube. Would you mind being our YouTube guy? You do all of our YouTube stuff for a very large amount of money. So he retired from his day job and is making a lot of money. I don't want to say, in case he ever watches this, I don't want to give out his personal business, but it's a lot of money just to do YouTube. And if a Christmas company ever comes to me and says, hey, Charlie, you want to do a YouTube? I'm like, hey, let's talk some business. Let's talk some business, right? So spring line coming up. Guess that's about it. Didn't want to do a huge long video today. Just kind of a couple of quick updates. Yeah, I'll go ahead and mention this now. One change we are going to do coming up, and it's going to start in July. It's for the last. That's what I was getting on how long I've been doing the show. Went off on a tangent. So the last 4 years, we've had a video come out Tuesday at 9 every morning. We're going to change that day of the week and the time of the day. We're looking probably as an evening release. My thought process for why on Tuesdays at 9 a.m. was Mondays are hectic for everybody, and a lot of national holidays are on Mondays. So let's do a Tuesday in case somebody's like, hey, I need an idea. I got to build something for my Christmas show this weekend. I want to get an early start on it. My logic was you see it on Tuesday, you figure out if you want to do it again on Wednesday, and by Thursday, you're planning on going to the hardware store for that weekend. I think we're going to move, and I haven't nailed out the date and the time, but it'll probably be an evening release, 5 or 6 o'clock or so, and it'll probably be like a Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday evening release. My logic is to not do a Saturday release because Saturdays when you're building your props, Saturdays when you already have plans of what you're going to do. So it'd probably be, if I'm looking for something to do on the weekend, I'm looking at it prior to the weekend. So, but that's one change that is going to come to the show. And as always, if you guys ever have an idea for the show or a change or a tweak, by all means, I love networking and I love constructive criticism. I don't get offended too terribly easy. Does anybody have any questions? That's so funny. Yeah. Does anybody have any questions of me, or really, how about this? Anybody have any questions of anybody else? Kiwi, Carl, Haas, who's a. You check out Haas on Off Kilter Homestead. He's a homesteader. So I think a lot of us actually in here have YouTube channels. It's good to see Bill and Harold in here, and Alan in here, Stacy, our defending champion, Mr. Amato. So yeah, kind of neat. Train Guy, good to see Train Guy. Train Guy says, I wish I could set a time to upload. Mine is a random. Only get about one train a week, and the day and the time is very random. Just upload it as I get them. I was like that for a long time, very long time. And I've learned, I had a couple of friends that do shows, and they started having a few videos that boom, million views, boom, million views. And they're getting like 1,000 views. And it's all about, they said, hey, YouTube algorithm wants that consistency. They want to see you cranking stuff out. I'm like, okay, there's probably some logic in that. Do you do unboxed gadgets and stuff? I do. I enjoy an unboxing, and what I've done is I've moved my unboxings over to my Patreon page. I find that if I do an unboxing and a review in my style, it's going to be a 20-minute video, and I don't want anybody to suffer through a 20-minute video. One way I've kind of combated that for my longer videos, and I've actually been saying this at the beginning of a lot of the review videos. I'm like, hey, if you just came here to see how this product works in this fashion, hover over the timeline and jump to that part of the video. When I watch unboxings, I like 7 to 10 minute videos. I don't necessarily need a 30-minute unboxing and review video. So I don't do a ton of unboxings anymore on this channel. I do have them on our Patreon membership page. But I like unboxings because I want to know exactly what I'm getting out of the box before I buy a product. Tammy, good to see you, Tammy. Tammy is part of the yarn tubing community, and we got Christmas in July fairies coming back up. For those who are new-ish to the channel and don't know what that is, in a 30-second nutshell, 3 years ago, I started noticing I was getting a lot of subscribers that were of different genres of yarn tubing. And I thought, why in the world is this happening? Cool, but why? And I realized that Dana's Wanderlust Crochet channel started a Christmas in July fairies. I do Christmas in July Extravaganza. People were searching for Christmas in July, thinking they were looking for yarn tubers, and it came over to me. So since then, I've become good friends with Dana and a ton of yarn tubers, and we do a collaboration every July where we give a ton of stuff away to viewers. We do a random drawing where I will give someone something, and then my winner will go on to a grand prize drawing and win a bunch more stuff. So yeah, that's coming up, and yes, it is so exciting. Love everything about that. That's just a great thing. I'll see here. I need help with LED strip for the Ferris wheel. What will be the guess? That is a great question, Carl, and is actually talking to a company this morning about that, which reminds me, I didn't email them. I typed up the email, but I just realized I didn't hit send. So I will soon be reviewing, and by soon, it'll probably be July. I'm probably going to save that review for July. But outdoor rated, IP65 rated, RGB strip lights designed for the outdoors. They're cuttable and comes in 105 feet for about $130. I think I'm going to get at least a 20% discount code for the viewers on that. But it's not smart where you can tell Alexa what to do, but there is an app. You can use the app to turn it on and off, do a color pattern. They can fade, they can shimmer, they can follow, they can run. I'll email you the link to it because it'll take some time to look it up, but I'll be reviewing that coming up. But I thought $130 for 105 feet for outdoor rated strip lights they last 50,000 hours, and to do the math for you, that's 6 years if you never turn them off. So I think that's kind of neat. So yeah, that's what I would say. Yep. Let's see here. Alan, do you have tips for a Halloween display that could easily convert to Christmas? Save efforts for those that do both. Quasi do. And here's another thing. I'll mention this for you. That is going to be something we'll be doing in July. I'm giving a lot of spoilers out today. You guys are asking good, poignant questions. Boscoyo is a company I actually did an interview with last July at the Christmas Expo, and they are known for pixels, but they also build props for us LED light folks. So you can push your colors into, if you want to do a talking Santa or for Halloween, a talking pumpkin, you can actually push through. So by easily convertible, I mean, you can buy one talking Santa head and one pumpkin, jack-o'-lantern, and just unplug and plug them back in. And they are designed for lights. And the best part is they're corrugated plastic, but they're like $6. So incredibly cheap. And corrugated plastic, for those who've never had corrugated plastic, it's dang near indestructible. It's pretty cool. You're welcome, Carl. Townsend Lights in the house. Good to see you in here. There's a lot of people coming in today. Sophisticated Harvard graduate. Word up on the whole backlit. Word up. Got the whole black light up. No one knows when it's day or night. I don't know, Sophisticated Harvard graduate. You're new to the show, but it's funny you should mention black lights. I have a company that is sending me some floodlights, 100 watts, all black. It's the only thing they do is black lighting. And I thought that would be neat to do and review for our Halloween folks. So yeah, good Sophisticated Harvard graduate. It's good to see you. And I always enjoy chatting with new folks. So yeah, we have a ton of stuff coming out. We got a lot of prop builds. I've had was it Bill? I don't know if you're still in here or not. I think it was you that I actually need to check my emails before I say this. I'm not going to spoil. That's for a different video. But I think it was Bill that I was chatting with, an email that gave me an idea for a brand new prop that I've never seen. He sent me the designs on how he thought it should be built. So that is going to be fun to build. So we have a lot of prop builds. 4 prop builds for our Christmas in July Extravaganza episode, I believe. So yeah, there's a lot coming up. There's a lot we're going to have some fun with in July. Changes to the show, fun reviews. I always interview industry insiders. For those that saw the beginning of today's video, you already know who I interviewed this morning. See, I'm sorry, but does anyone have any time saving tip for does anyone have any time saving tip for a Latarama preview in S5 Pro? Steve, I believe if you're still in the chat, I believe you use Latarama. Maybe you could answer that. I do not use Latarama. I use a Prism software that is not quite obsolete, but obsolete-ish. I'm working on that as well. Halloween, Christmas double ups. Remember, Charlie, I love animated and moving props. I will be trying to just swap them out. I'll be trying to swap. Yeah, and these corrugated plastics from Boscoyo, you can just swap them out. Let's swap them out. You take the Santa Claus down, you put the pumpkin up. But they're easily plug in and plug out. Did you like the sleigh design I emailed? Feel free to share. Okay, I needed to ask about that. I wasn't quite sure if Carl, if you're okay with that. So, Carl, I'll probably actually save that for July or June. Save that for June. But Carl, folks, is an excellent. I think. Correct me if I'm wrong here. I think you said it takes you 36 minutes to cut and build a sleigh. Some ungodly number like that. But yeah, I will be sharing that. We'll share that on both our Facebook and we'll be sharing that on here on YouTube. We'll do an episode about that. Yep. Where you at? Yes. Sleigh design. I don't know if I can actually. Let me take 2 seconds here, folks, and go to his email and see if I can actually pull that up. Let me type in here. Kiwi. Search here for some kiwi. I might be able to get a picture up here for you folks here in just a few seconds. By seconds, I mean minutes or so. There's one picture. There's the design. Yes, let me download this picture real quick. If it wants to download for me, download. And I'm going to save as. We'll get this picture up for you here in a second. Just bear with me, folks. I'll save this as Kiwi. I can spell Kiwi. I'll do sleigh. Kiwi sleigh. Save that in pictures. You got to love real-time technology, don't you? You know, I don't know if it'll actually, while I'm in the chat, if it'll let me upload. Let's see if it will. into StreamYard, which is what I use. Backgrounds, I don't want to upload a background. Video clips, no overlay. Logo, no, let's try as an overlay. Let's add overlay. This is good. I've never tried to add anything live before. It looks like it's going to let me. Yep, it is. Give me a second. It should be uploading now. Let me take the comment down. Go back up here to banners. Nope, brand. Oh, here it is. And here we go. So there is the sleigh design that Carl has. Carl's of Kiwi Christmas sleigh design. Carl, I'll let you. Actually, that's probably in my email here. Let me see here if the dimensions are on here. We'll just talk about it real quick. But that is his sleigh design. I will, since he is kind enough to give me permission to release that to you folks, I will. He's got a ton of pictures in here, folks. Ton of pictures. I don't see the designs real quick. But yeah, he has a ton of pictures he sent me. And you know what? Maybe I'll do that today. Maybe I'll film a quick video for you, Carl, and put all those pictures in there. And that way we can talk about Kiwi Christmas and get everybody over to your channel too. Train guy said, oh, what's Carl saying here? Hand cut jigsaw, 37 minutes. Man, that's neat. I have what we call it, cordless, battery operated jigsaw. And it doesn't have great power. I'd like to learn how to weld. I've been getting more into the commercial grade wire frame props. If I could weld, the sky would be the limit. So there is a guy who sends us a ton of pictures each and every year who just started welding his own outdoor props. I don't know if he already knew how to weld or not, but he likes the city designs. Like if you go downtown in any city, you have the wires that are hung on the pole. He sends us stuff all the time. Tammy says that is beautiful. Indeed, it is. It's pretty neat. Sounds like Kiwi. Are you the Carl from Christchurch? I don't know what church he goes to, but it's Carl with a K. Carl with a K. I can hand cut with a jigsaw in 1 minute. I cut my hand. 1 minute. How about 2 seconds? Luckily, I have not cut myself while building any designs. The only thing we've really built, I guess we built the Santa Claus house. I guess we built the photo prop. Photo prop is outstanding. Folks, if you haven't looked into building a photo prop, that is so fun. So many people come up, and it's gotten to be a family tradition where they're as they grow every year, they'll take a picture of the photo in our photo cutout in our front yard. It's pretty neat. Oh, look at that. I'll be darned. So Townsend Lights at Kiwi Christmas. Christchurch. Oh, wow. Okay. Look at you knowing stuff. All right. I guess you guys are related I actually don't know how Townsend Lights figure that out, but cool. Small world, is it not? Small world. So do you folks have any other questions of me or of Carl? What you got? Fact. Yeah, he's got for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 photos I'll share with you in a different video, folks. Yeah, and check out Kiwi Christmas. He's got his Olaf video is finally up. I'm going to have to go, but had a great day. I look forward to the next live, whenever that will be. Cool. Thanks for having me. We're gonna be doing them more regularly now that the summer's coming up. Cool. We're both from New Zealand. Carl probably has the largest display on our NZ. I don't know what NZ stands for. Neighborhood. I bet you it stands for neighborhood. Oh, look at you guys. Both from New Zealand. Oh, that's very cool. Very cool. Small world, is it not? Small world. So Townsend Lights, Kiwi Christmas on Crestline. Yeah, it's all a big Christmas family, is it not? All a big Christmas family. Yep, in New Zealand. Oh, on New Zealand. Okay, gotcha. New Zealand. I gotcha. Sometimes I know things. Other times I ask questions because I don't know things. All right, so lots of changes coming up. We'll finish our spring series with got another 3, maybe 4 episodes on the spring series. One thing I'll tell you real quick on these lights that are behind me, the base on them is phenomenal. Are you going to do anything on those flex neon rope lights? I do have neon rope lights. I filmed a video that I have not released. I filmed it. So during COVID, everybody was doing the drive-through everything, right? So on the tail end, I guess we're still going through it, but on the tail end of people who were being very safe, we were doing a drive-through, and I was asked by our local police department, because they are familiar with Christmas on Crestline, to come and decorate a tree for them, because they were having a candy giveaway for an event, and they were having the kids drive through, and they wanted me to decorate their display for them. It was kind of neat. I had the Grinch getting tased, but they wanted me to use rope lights. I'm like, I'll do whatever you guys ask, because that's neat of you guys to ask me. I'm not a huge fan of rope lights. I don't think they look the best. So they had me use rope lights. I'm like, okay, I'll use y'all's rope lights. And I didn't like how it looked like, so I just never released the video. Maybe one day I will, or maybe I'll do that on the Patreon page. But no, I don't plan on doing anything on rope lights, just because I don't think I could be passionate about it. I have a ton of rope lights from my very first show, and we went camping a lot. So anytime we set up the camper, we'd always have the rope lights around. It's kind of neat. But I don't think I will. I can, I guess, if there's something specific, but I don't plan on doing an episode about them. Carl, Seawood. Thumbs up, love the show. Thank you, Tammy. Appreciate that, Tammy. So yeah, so I don't plan on doing anything for the rope lights. I thought about it every now and then. When I'm desperate for, like, I don't have any more ideas for an episode, what's the next episode? I'm like, well, I can always do rope lights, but and I appreciate that about you. We need more YouTubers. I need to get Stacy Parsons. I need to get, you got Townsend Lights. You got Kiwi. We got, who all's in here? Steve has a show. Yeah, I'm always trying to recruit new people right now for, and really Jeff from Candace Spader Christmas has kind of fallen off. Really right now, it's just me and Dave from Learn Christmas Lighting, from Learn Christmas Lighting, as far as doing regular uploads on Christmas. And it is seasonal. I don't get a ton of views right now, but I don't do this for the views, really. But come Christmas time, we'll pass 1 million views this year on our channel come this Christmas. But it's not why I do it. I like the camaraderie. I like fun. I like building. I like the season. I like reviewing products so people know what's good, what to stay away from. I like all that kind of stuff. Lisa's in the house. I keep rope lights along the bottom of the wall in the hall instead of night lights. That is smart. The thing about rope lights, 20-second tangent, normal Christmas light string lights, you can wrap them around your arm, put them in storage. I have found when you do that with rope lights, it is dang near impossible to get them straight again, especially in the winter when it's cold and rigid. So my advice on rope lights, if you want them like Lisa does here against her wall, you want them straight, stretch them out in the summer. Yeah, rope lights are really good for coiling up keep in the position you put them in. So that's another reason I don't like rope lights, because I like straight, perfectly done lights. I like them to look good, look sharp, not just kind of throw together. And my lights, all my rope lights right now, I can see where they're stored at over there off camera, but I know they're all wound up and stiff as a board right now. So good times, right? But yes, I appreciate that about you, Carl, that you're doing YouTube. I love that you're doing YouTube, and I'm here to support you doing YouTube. Steve does a YouTube channel. He's been doing some shorts of late. But yeah, I'm all about building the Christmas light community. The thing I found now, when I first started, another quick 30-second tangent. When I first started, I was thrilled with 30 views. Are you kidding me? That's 30 people want to see me talk. I love that. And then the second year, I found that once YouTube's algorithm gets to know you year after year, because we are seasonal, that they start popping you up. So it's kind of neat. Oh, Terry's in the house. Late tuning in. That's okay, Terry. You're good. Terry's watching us on our Facebook side of things because we are multicasting. Yeah, right now on both Facebook and on YouTube. So Terry's good to see you in here. Terry does the Magnum Family Christmas. Terry, we were just talking about people who need to do YouTube shows for Christmas. We need to get the Magnum family doing a YouTube show. Tammy says, I have no clue on putting up lights and making my house look great for Christmas. I would love to learn how to do it. So one thing I do, and that's another thing I need to do a series on, is showing everything. We're going to do a ton of Christmas in July Extravaganza this year. And that's one thing I have not done, should do. It's just a ton of manual labor to get everything inside to do a how-to on it. But I do need to do it for you, Tammy. But you need a radio transmitter. You need lights. You need a power box. And you need software. And you need a computer. That's about it. And the computer can be $100. I never use this computer. It doesn't need to be anything neat and big. But I'm going to show you how this summer, I'm going to show folks everything you need to do, everything you need to own, really, to do a Christmas light show. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. And I know David from Learn Christmas Lighting is right now, he has become the hands down the guy, the pixel guru. If you have any question, he does it for a living now. And he's big in the stage lighting community as well. I have one rule in life: wake up every day and make one person smile. I like to make my wife smile every day. She's listening to me in the other room. Goes, oh God. Well, what? I'm a funny guy. Just ask me and I'll tell you. Isn't that right, wife? She is. Yeah, my wife's funny. So yeah, making people smile is awesome, and I love the camaraderie of our YouTube community. And then come in July, we'll be doing a lot with the yarn tubing community, as we've done. This will be our third year for that, for Christmas in July fairies and that huge giveaway we do. And then October, I don't think Haas is still in the chat anymore, but Haas has done the last 2 years. This will be the third if he does it. Be doing a Harvest Moon giveaway for the homesteading community, which we talk a lot with Scott and Shelly from Whiskey and Sunshine Off Grid. So we have a lot of friends in the yarn tubing community and in the homesteading community, just based upon our giveaways. So just cross pollinating, if you will. Terry switched over to YouTube. Let's see. Guess I shouldn't have bought a Lightorama controllers. That would have got me more options down the road. Well, I didn't buy Lightorama, Harold, and I actually wish I would have bought Lightorama, because I didn't buy Lightorama because when we were initially getting into this whole thing, the thought process was we want the most channels for the least amount of money. And for those that don't know, one channel for string lights will turn on and off one set of lights or anything that's plugged into that outlet, and you could control the density 0% on to 100% on, or any fluctuation in between, and what time to come on. So if I want a string to come on, or a set of 1,000 lights, because they're all plugged in together, I'll put them on one channel, and I'll tell them, hey, at this time, I want you on for 4 seconds at 30%, and I want you to ramp up to 100% between the 5th second and the 6th second, or whatever. So you could tell them that's what a channel does. And at the time, we went with a different company that's actually no longer in business. 40 channels for $500. They sent everything. We had to do nothing but place the order. At the time, Lightorama was running about $25 per channel, and it just wasn't worth it. I thought I wanted more for my value. But Lightorama is still around. Lightorama is huge in the forums, and I now wish I would have gone with Lightorama. When deciding anything in our yard as a prop, including our kids if they don't move fast enough. We did that. My daughter, Tommy, when she was younger, she used to come on the show and they would tell jokes. At the end of the video, her and her buddies will be on here telling jokes. And in one episode, I just have her sitting here all decorated in lights. So it was funny. Steve says, I started with one box and pre-made sequences. Don't buy everything in store and start small. That's a great point. That's a great point. And what I plan on doing, should I ever switch to pixels, is I am a fan of extreme lighting. And Ron Howard, not that Ron Howard, a different guy, just a guy named Ron Howard. He has he does a YouTube show. It's called Extreme Lighting. But he does tutorials. It's all behind the camera. He doesn't do it in front of the camera like what we're doing now. My plan is, and I bought one sequence from him, it was for charity, just to support it. But my plan is, if I ever do pixels, I am 100% buying 8 or 9 from him to start my first year. I've always told people who happen to have the same software I do, I will just give you my software. I don't claim to be an expert in software programming. He's a professional in decorating and designing Christmas light shows. So I met him. He and I chatted a bit in last March in the Trans World Convention, the Trans World Christmas Light Show in St. Louis. We met here a little bit and did some chitter chatting. And then my wife, Jean, took his course on X-Lights. Let's see here. The Kiwi Carl says, I took Olaf to my neighbors yesterday for a first look. Look on the 2 kids. It was priceless. Apart from their mom going, Carl, what's next? Again, I reply, your Santa coaster on your roof. Her answer, no. I must have missed something because I don't remember anything about a Santa coaster on my roof. I don't know. That would be neat to have a Santa coaster on the roof. My roof probably would not work out for that because that's a 2-tiered roof. Yeah, there's so much neat you can do. And Carl has a Ferris wheel in his yard, complete with LED lights on it, complete with RGB LED lights. Teddy bear Ferris wheel, it's neat as all get out. Huge hit. So let's see here. We'll do this for about another 3 minutes and we'll call it good. So if anybody has any other questions for me, for Carl, for Steve, for Terry, for Stacy, if she's still here, what's your questions? That's one thing. Maybe, hey, what about this? Carl, Steve, Terry, Stacy, anybody who wants in on it? And I'm just brainstorming out loud. What if we did something this summer where we all did on anybody's show? We could do it on Kiwi. We could do it on Lights on Taggart. We could do it on our show here. But what if we all got together and came up with a topic and then maybe did a live episode and people could ask both of us, 3 of us, all 4 of us, all 5 of us at the same time questions. Maybe a type of a forum one day, maybe one Saturday. I don't know what time it is right now. It's 2:48 p.m. right now here in Wichita, Kansas, USA. What time is it in New Zealand for you right now, Carl? But just spitballing that out there. Maybe that's something we could all sit down and do. I have a design for a roller coaster to fit any roof. Interesting. We're going to do some talking. Any roof, you say? I do have an area of my roof I've been wanting to, right above my garage, actually. I've been wanting to add some. We're going to do some talking. Stacy says, I think that would be a fun and great idea. Okay, so I'm thinking I have Stacy's email. I have Carl's email. I believe I have Townsend. I have Steve's. Harold, I don't have yours. Harold Phillips. I'm going to put some more thought into that. And then at some point in time here soon, I'll email all you guys and say, hey, let's do a live. I use StreamYard, which is what I'm doing right now. I think I could put 10 guests on here or something. And we do the chat. Let's think of a topic and maybe let's do that this summer on some random Saturday. 7:50 a.m. That's a bit of a time. What in the world you guys do? You guys must be getting ready to go to work, you New Zealand folk. 7:50 a.m. I was not expecting. I thought you might say 10 p.m. or something, but cool. 7:50 a.m. there. Okay, so it's 2:50 here. So your 8 a.m. is my 3 p.m. So we have to come up with a good time that works for both of us, all of us. Kenny K Lane Train. Terry says sound like a plan. Okay, I'm gonna write that down. Oh, you got a pen here. Write that down, and we are going to. I got a pen. I got no paper. Oh well. Right. So yeah, that would be something we can do. That'd be something neat, something we could promote on all of our channels. And I don't know if there's a way to simulcast on different channels, but maybe we could do that as well. Actually, think actually we can do that. I think because right now I'm doing Facebook and YouTube, so I don't know. I'll look into that as well. Oh, working from home, cool. This is my job. That's awesome, Carl. That's awesome. Christmas is my job. That's awesome. So yeah, we'll put that together, and I'll email all you folks. We'll say 2 weeks. I'll send an email out to everybody, and we'll come up with an idea. We'll come up with a time. We'll come up with a platform. We'll come up with all that. Maybe it's just us sitting around talking, having some fun, chitter chatting. Maybe 50 people tune in. I don't know. It'd be fun to try though, won't it? So yeah, that's about it for me today, guys. I'm gonna call it a wrap. We've been doing this for 51 minutes. I love chitter chat with y'all, and this was just impromptu. This wasn't even planned. This was impromptu. We still have this much fun today. So thanks for tuning in, guys. I am Charlie, and you know I don't have an updated Patreon list on this. Shame on me. So I'll have to update my Patreon outro here. Guess I'll be doing that next. I'm Charlie. I've got 2 more comments before I sign off. Oh, Bill. Good seeing you, Bill. Good chit chatting with you. We'll talk to you guys later, and I will work on updating my Patreon, and I will email all you folks here decently soon. See you guys.